I want to welcome you right here, right now, to this quiet space we share together. Take a moment, if you will, to settle in. Feel the weight of your body resting gently against the surface beneath you. Perhaps your eyes are already closing, or maybe they remain softly open, observing the room around you. Wherever you are, however you arrive here, know that this moment is entirely yours. No rushing, no demands, no expectations, only this shared journey into calm, into stillness, into a gentle freedom from fear. I remember, not long ago, feeling restless, anxious, and often overwhelmed by the small, persistent worries that seem to cling to every part of life. The world outside never seemed to pause, and yet I longed for a quiet moment. A pause for my mind to breathe, a chance to let go of the tension that gathered in my chest like heavy stones. In that longing, I discovered something beautiful, the gentle teachings of mindfulness, of presence, of awareness. I discovered that fear is often just a visitor, never permanent, always fleeting in, that with attention, patience, and compassion, it could quietly leave, like a shadow dissolving in the morning light. Tonight, I invite you to journey with me into that same space. We will explore stories, little by little, stories that carry whispers of wisdom, tales that remind us how to find serenity even in the midst of uncertainty. Each story, though simple, holds a gentle lesson. And as you listen, I ask only this: allow yourself to be present. Allow yourself to release what does not serve you. Let the stories wash over you like a calm, slow river. Breathe deeply, slowly, and feel the rhythm of your breath as it rises and falls, carrying with it any tension, any worry, any fear you may have carried up until now. Perhaps you have doubts about whether you can let go, or whether the world's anxieties will intrude, no matter how deeply you try to rest. That is natural. I, too, have been there. But in this space, here and now, there's permission to just be, to just exist as you are. Without judgment, without effort, without expectation. There is room for peace, and there is room for you. Even now, as you listen to the cadence of my voice, your mind may wander, and that is perfectly fine. Simply notice, gently, and return to the rhythm of your breath as we move through this hour together. Know that these stories are not just tales. They are small lights along a path that leads to inner calm and a gentle release from fear. They are reminders that even in the quietest moments, we are not alone, and that our hearts, however restless, can always find a space to rest. Let yourself arrive fully in this moment. Let yourself sink into the softness of this experience, and know that every breath you take here is a step toward serenity. Every gentle pause, a gift you give yourself. So stay with me now, just a little longer as we begin this journey. Let us step quietly into the world of calm together. Let us let go softly of fear and open ourselves to the gentle, soothing presence that awaits. The world outside may continue as it does, but here, in this space, you are safe. You are seen, and you are ready to breathe. I want to share a story with you tonight. A story that began not long ago, but one that still lingers in my mind like the soft echo of a bell. It is the story of learning how to let go. There was a time when I carried everything with me, as though the world's weight could be hoisted upon my shoulders and somehow managed by sheer will. Every fear, every worry, every expectation, both my own and those of others, my whole, held tightly, believing that letting go meant losing control, that releasing even a small burden might leave me exposed or weak. And yet, in that holding, I was heavy. My heart ached with tension I did not know how to name, and my mind spun with endless loops of thoughts and what-ifs that never seemed to end. One afternoon, I found myself walking along a quiet path near a river, a path I had taken countless times before but had never truly noticed. The water moved slowly, silently reflecting the pale sunlight, carrying leaves and small twigs along its surface. And as I walked, I realized that the river did not cling. It did not fight to hold the leaves or the twigs or the small branches that fell into it. It simply carried them gently, steadily, toward a place unknown. And in that simple observation, a quiet understanding began to form in me. Perhaps I could be like the river. Perhaps I could learn to carry life's difficulties with gentleness rather than tension, to let them flow instead of clutching them so tightly. That evening, I sat beneath an old tree, its branches stretching like arms embracing the sky. I closed my eyes and allowed my awareness to settle on my body, noticing the tightness in my shoulders, the subtle ache in my chest, the restless thoughts that clung to the edges of my mind. I imagined each of these burdens as a small, tangible object I was holding, and slowly, deliberately, I placed them in the air above me, one by one. I imagined them floating, rising gently, and then carried away by a soft wind. Some of them lingered, some of them disappeared instantly, but none stayed with me as they had before. It was not easy. Some fears were stubborn. Some worries returned the next morning, and the morning after that. But with each attempt, each conscious effort to observe without clinging, I noticed a subtle change. The tightness in my chest softened. The endless chatter in my mind slowed. A sense of spaciousness emerged, a calm I had not known I could feel. I began to understand that letting go was not a single action. It was a gentle practice, repeated again and again, with patience and compassion for myself. In this story, I remember one particular night when sleep would not come. My mind was restless, replaying old conversations, imagined failures and fears of what might happen tomorrow. I got up and stepped outside, feeling the cool night air brush against my skin. The stars were bright, scattered across the sky like scattered thoughts in my mind. Distant and yet always there, constant and unchanging. I breathe slowly, matching my breath to the rhythm of the night. In that stillness, I realized something crucial. Fear is often a story we tell ourselves, a series of imaginings that may never become real. And if we observe it, if we breathe with it, if we allow it to be present without feeding it, it begins to lose its grip. I began to practice this daily, each small moment a chance to release a little more. I imagined a leaf floating down a stream. I imagined a cloud drifting across the sky. I imagined my worries and fears rising like smoke and being carried away. And gradually, what had once seemed impossible became possible. I felt lighter. I felt freer. I felt that my mind, once restless and loud, could now be still. And that in that stillness there was peace. Sometimes letting go required action. Sometimes it required forgiveness of others and of myself. There were moments when I realized I had been holding onto resentment or shame or regret, as though these feelings were part of my identity. But one morning, as I watched the sun rise over the horizon, painting the sky in hues of gold and rose, I understood that the past is not a chain that binds us. It is a story that can be observed, accepted, and released. I allowed myself to feel the weight of those emotions, and then I let them go, imagining them dissolving into the light of the morning dot. Other times, letting go was about trust. Trust in the process of life. Trust in the gentle unfolding of events. Trust that I could meet challenges with an open heart. I remembered the times I had feared loss, feared change, feared the unknown, yet here I was, still standing, still breathing, still capable of experiencing joy and serenity. Trust, I realized, was not passive. It was a conscious decision to release the need to control, to accept what is, and to move forward with awareness. And so, each night, as I lay down to rest, I practiced this gentle letting go. I visualized my fears, my doubts, my anxieties, and I placed them upon a soft river, imagining them carried away slowly, far from me. I focused on my breath, the steady rise and fall, the way it reminded me that life continues, effortlessly, whether I cling or release. I focused on the sensations of my body, the feeling of warmth and weight, the softness beneath me. I allowed my thoughts to drift like clouds across a vast sky, observing without judgment and slowly, gently. I felt my mind quiet. This practice transformed my nights. Sleep came more easily. Dreams became soft and nurturing rather than chaotic. And the fear that had once seemed like an inseparable companion began to fade, replaced by a quiet, steady presence of peace. I discovered that the act of letting go is itself a kind of love for oneself, for the present moment, for the life that is unfolding exactly as it should. Tonight, as you listen to my voice, I invite you to do the same. Think of one small worry, one subtle fear that has been lingering. See it clearly in your mind, and then imagine it floating away. Place it gently upon a river, a cloud, a beam of light, and let it drift. Breathe slowly, deeply. Feel your chest expand and soften. Feel your mind ease like a gentle tide retreating from the shore. Know that every fear is temporary, every worry is a visitor, and that you are free to release them one by one with patience, with awareness, with love. This story, my story, is not about perfection. It is about practice. It is about observing, releasing, and returning to the quiet, the calm, the gentle heartbeat of life itself. And as you listen, as you let yourself sink into these words, know that you too can carry this practice forward. You too can allow fear to float away, leaving behind a heart lighter, a mind quieter, and a soul more at peace. And in this gentle letting go, we find something extraordinary, the awareness that we have always had within us, waiting quietly, patiently, for us to notice that peace. That calm, that serenity has never left us. It only asks that we release, even for a moment, the grip of fear, and allow ourselves to rest in the gentle embrace of the present moment. As I continued my practice of letting go, I began to notice something I had overlooked for many years: the quiet beauty in the ordinary moments of life. At first, I did not recognize it as mindfulness, so I simply found myself paying attention. Perhaps it was the way sunlight streamed through the curtains in the early morning, painting golden lines across the floor, or the way the scent of tea filled the kitchen, delicate and comforting, reminding me that each breath and each sip was a small miracle. These moments, seemingly insignificant, held within them a sense of presence that I had never experienced before. I began to carry this awareness with me throughout my day. While walking along familiar streets, I noticed the texture of the cobblestones beneath my feet, the gentle sway of branches in the breeze, the distant sound of birds calling to one another. I had passed these sights 1,000 times before, but now they appeared as though for the first time. Each step became intentional, each breath a quiet anchor holding me in the present. And in that attention, I discovered a subtle magic. Life was not only happening around me, was happening within me. In every sensation, every thought, every heartbeat. There were mornings when the world seemed to move too quickly, when the weight of responsibilities pressed down on me like a heavy stone. Yet even in those moments, I learned that mindfulness was not about escaping reality or silencing the mind. It was about returning to it fully and gently, without judgment. I would pause, placing my hand over my heart, and simply feel the rhythm of my own breath. Inhaling, exhaling, noticing the rise and fall of my chest, the warmth of my hand, the sensation of life pulsing quietly beneath my skin. And in those pauses, I felt a soft release, a letting go, not of obligations, but of the tension and resistance I had unconsciously carried. One afternoon, I remember sitting quietly by a small pond in my neighborhood. The water was still, reflecting the sky and the trees above like a mirror. A single leaf drifted on the surface, caught in the gentle current, moving in its own rhythm. I realized that, just like that leaf, my thoughts could move without needing my constant control. I could observe them, notice them, and let them drift. Anxiety about the past, worries about the future, fleeting frustrations, they could all float away, leaving behind clarity, calm, and presence. And with each observation, I felt a deepening of understanding. Mindfulness is not an action to perform, but a state to embrace, a gentle return to awareness. Moment by moment, I began to apply this in every part of my daily life. While preparing a meal, I noticed the colors, the textures, the subtle aroma of ingredients blending together. Each motion became deliberate, slicing, stirring, tasting, pausing to breathe. Even the act of washing dishes transformed into a meditation. I felt the water running over my hands, warm and soothing, noticing the way the soap bubbles formed and popped, the sound of water hitting the sink, the rhythm of my movements. In those ordinary acts, I found profound peace. Sometimes, mindfulness brought me into unexpected lessons. While walking through a crowded street, I noticed the hurried faces around me, people rushing, lost in their own concerns. I realized that each person carried their own burdens, their own stories of worry and fear, just as I had once carried mine. And in that moment, a sense of compassion arose naturally. Mindfulness, I discovered, is not only a quiet awareness of oneself, but a gentle opening to the lives of others. Observing without judgment allows kindness and empathy to arise effortlessly. Even mundane routines, like making tea in the morning or brushing my teeth before bed, became opportunities to return to the present. I focused on the simple sensations, the warmth of the cup against my hands, the fragrance rising, the sound of water running, the taste of each sip. With each observation, I felt more grounded, more awake, more connected to the flow of life itself. I began to understand that life is not found in extraordinary events alone. It is discovered in the quiet, subtle, everyday moments when we allow ourselves to be fully present. I also noticed that mindfulness helped me respond differently to stress. Where I might have once reacted with tension or frustration, I now paused. I observe the sensation of unease in my body, the tightness in my chest, the flurry of thoughts in my mind. I allowed myself to simply notice without trying to fix or change anything. Often, that simple observation was enough. The tension softened, the racing thoughts slowed, and I found clarity where before there had been chaos. I realize that awareness itself is a form of gentle release, a natural letting go that does not require effort. Only attention at night, I would reflect on the day, recalling the moments I had been present and feeling gratitude for them. Gratitude for the warmth of sunlight, for the sound of birds, for the simple act of breathing. Gratitude for the chance to observe without judgment, to allow life to unfold as it is, moment by moment. And as I lay down to sleep, I carried this mindfulness with me, letting it guide me into rest. I noticed the rise and fall of my chest, the subtle rhythm of my heartbeat, the gentle pull of gravity holding me securely to the earth. In this awareness, I found peace, a sense of being at home in the present, free from the worries that had once seemed so pressing. Through these small practices, I began to understand a profound truth. Life is not something to be rushed or controlled. It is something to be observed, moment by moment, with gentle attention. Mindfulness is not an escape from reality, nor is it a task to complete. It is a way of returning to life itself, fully and openly. Each breath, each movement, each thought is an invitation to be present, to release tension, to rest in the gentle flow of existence. And now, as you listen to my voice, I invite you to bring that same attention into your own life. Notice the sensations of your body. Feel the air against your skin, the rhythm of your breath, the subtle rise and fall of your chest. Bring your awareness to this moment right now. Perhaps you can notice the sounds around you, a faint hum of a distant machine, the rustle of leaves, the quiet rhythm of your own heartbeat. Let these observations anchor you in the present, guiding you gently toward calm, toward peace, toward a restful mind. Allow your mind to wander briefly over the simple acts of your day. Perhaps you remember making a cup of tea, washing your hands, walking along a familiar path. See those moments clearly, noticing every detail, without judgment, without rush. Allow yourself to feel gratitude for the ordinary, for the gentle rhythm of life that continues whether you notice it or not. And as you rest in this awareness, feel the quiet assurance that you are present, you are safe, and you are capable of finding peace in even the most ordinary moments in this gentle, mindful observation. Fear has no power. Worry has no weight. Only the present moment remains quiet, vast, and soothing. And as you continue to breathe, to notice, to simply be, you are practicing the art of life itself. Life lived fully, simply, and gently, one mindful moment at a time. As I walked along the quiet path that had become familiar to me, I realized something profound. Courage is not always loud or heroic. Often it is gentle, quiet, and subtle. I remember a time when I believed courage meant standing tall in the face of danger, raising my voice against injustice, or performing great acts that others would notice. But slowly, I came to see that true courage often begins in the heart, in the silent choice to act with kindness and compassion. Even when fear or doubt presses close. It was a morning much like any other when I first noticed this truth. I had gone to the market to buy a few simple things. The streets were crowded, filled with people moving quickly. Many of them preoccupied, some frustrated, some hurried, some burdened by worries they carried like invisible stones. I moved carefully through the throng, observing quietly, letting my awareness stretch outward while remaining present in my own body, my own breath. And then I saw him, small boy, no more than 7 or 8, standing alone near the edge of the marketplace. His eyes were wide, uncertain, scanning the faces around him. I could see his fear, that raw and unspoken sense of vulnerability. And in that moment, something stirred inside me. I realized that courage is not always about facing the big things. Sometimes it is simply about stepping forward when someone else is in need, even in the smallest way. I approached him slowly, not rushing, not startling him, and offered a gentle smile. He looked at me cautiously, but there was a spark of recognition, a silent understanding that it meant no harm. I knelt down to his level and spoke softly, asking if he was lost, if he needed help. His voice trembled as he explained that he had wandered away from his mother while playing and did not know the way back. I could feel the tension in my own body as I listened, an echo of the fear he carried, but alongside that fear came something else, the warmth of compassion, a deep, steady resolve to act with care. I took his hand, guiding him through the crowded market, speaking to him in calm, steady tones. Each step was deliberate, each word measured to instill reassurance. I noticed the people around us, the hurried shoppers, the distracted vendors, and yet I focused entirely on the small boy, allowing my attention to be fully present with him. And in that focus, I discovered a quiet courage. I realized that fear had not disappeared, but it had transformed into something gentle, something sustaining. Compassion had become a bridge between vulnerability and strength, between uncertainty and action. As we walked, I thought about how many times in life we encounter situations that require this quiet courage. It might not be a dramatic moment with applause or recognition. It might simply be offering a listening ear to a friend in pain, extending a hand to someone struggling, speaking a kind word when the world seems harsh. Each act of compassion carries with it a hidden bravery, a subtle courage that requires presence, patience, and empathy. It is not always easy, but it is always meaningful. I guided the boy safely to the edge of the marketplace, where his mother had begun searching frantically. The relief on her face, the gratitude in her eyes, was profound yet simple. She thanked me quietly, and I smiled, feeling a warmth spreading through my chest. In that moment, I realized something essential. Courage and compassion are inseparable. One cannot exist fully without the other. To act with genuine kindness often requires facing fear, uncertainty, and discomfort. Yet, in that very act, the heart grows stronger, the mind calmer, and the soul lighter. Later, as I continued along the path to my home, I reflected on how many times I had shied away from such moments in the past. Fear had often held me back. The fear of judgment, the fear of failure, the fear of stepping into someone else's pain. But that day, I felt a quiet shift. I understood that courage is not the absence of fear. It is the conscious choice to move forward, guided by compassion, despite fear. And in that realization, I felt my own burdens lighten, as though a weight I had carried for years had been released. In the days that followed, I began to look for these small opportunities more consciously. I noticed when a neighbor struggled to carry a heavy bundle and offered a hand. I noticed when a colleague hesitated to speak up and listened patiently. I noticed when a stranger appeared anxious or lonely, and I smiled, nodded, or offered a quiet word. Each of these small gestures required little effort, yet each carried profound courage, the courage to be present, to care, to act from the heart. I also discovered that compassion toward oneself is a form of courage. I began to notice the critical thoughts I often held against myself, the judgments I passed for not being perfect, for not achieving enough, for feeling afraid. And each time, I gently acknowledged these thoughts as though comforting a friend, and chose instead to offer myself patience, understanding, and forgiveness. This self-compassion became a source of quiet strength, a way to face life's challenges without being overwhelmed. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in shades of gold and rose, I sat quietly in my room, reflecting on the day. I thought about the moments when I had chosen compassion over indifference, courage over hesitation. I realized that these choices, though small and often unnoticed, were the true measure of strength. They had a ripple effect, touching not only those I helped, but also shaping the way I experienced the world. Life felt more vibrant, more connected, more alive. I invite you, as you listen now, to consider the gentle power of courage through compassion in your own life. Perhaps it is offering patience when you feel irritated, speaking a kind word when someone seems down, or simply being present for yourself in moments of fear or uncertainty. Each act, no matter how small, is a step toward freedom from fear, a moment of serenity, a reminder that your heart is capable of great strength. As you breathe, notice the subtle courage within you. Feel it rising with each inhalation, settling softly with each exhalation. Allow compassion toward others and toward yourself to guide you, to anchor you, to carry you through the uncertainties of life. And know that every act of kindness, every moment of awareness, every choice to act with care, no matter how quiet, is a declaration of courage. It is a light in the darkness, a softening of the heart, a gentle reminder that even in fear, we are never powerless. So tonight, as you lie here listening, I invite you to practice this gentle courage. Let your heart open, even slightly, to kindness. Let your mind rest in awareness. Let your spirit feel the strength that arises not from control or certainty, but from compassion and presence. In doing so, you are learning the subtle, quiet art of courage that does not roar, but whispers, and in that whisper, transforms fear into peace, hesitation into action, and ordinary moments into extraordinary gifts of the heart. As night falls and the world around me quiets, I find myself drawn into a place of stillness, a gentle space where time seems to slow and the mind softens like rippling water. I invite you now to step into this space with me, to allow yourself to sink comfortably, letting your body feel the support beneath you. Feel the weight of your limbs, the steady pull of gravity, and allow it to cradle you, holding you safely as you prepare to journey inward. I want you to imagine, if you can, a place of deep peace's serene sanctuary just for you. Perhaps it is a quiet forest glade where the soft rustle of leaves whispers through the branches. Perhaps it is a mountain meadow bathed in moonlight where the air is cool and fragrant with wildflowers. Or perhaps it is a calm beach at the edge of a gentle sea where the waves lap softly against the shore. Each ebb and flow carrying your worries farther away. Wherever this place appears in your mind, Allow yourself to step fully into it, noticing the textures, the colors, the scents, the gentle sounds that surround you. As you walk through this tranquil space, notice how your body responds. Your shoulders release tension you may not have realized you were carrying. Your jaw softens. Your chest rises and falls with each breath, slow and steady, as though the earth itself is breathing with you. With each step you take in this visualization, you feel lighter, freer, more attuned to the calm that exists not only around you, but within you. I see myself sitting beside a still pool of water in this sanctuary. The surface is smooth, mirroring the sky above, and I notice the tiniest ripples caused by a gentle breeze. I imagine your reflection in this water as well, clear and calm. With every exhale, you allow a little more of the day's tension to float away, like leaves carried across the surface of the pool. With every inhale, you draw in serenity, peace, and a sense of being completely supported as we sit together in this quiet place. I begin to notice the sensations in my body more fully, starting with my feet. Feel the connection of your feet to the earth or the surface beneath you. Imagine a warm, golden light slowly rising from the soles of your feet, spreading upward through your ankles, your calves, softening and relaxing every muscle it touches. This light continues to rise, moving into your knees, thighs, and hips, melting away any lingering tightness or tension. Your legs feel heavy, relaxed, and fully supported. The light travels upward into your abdomen and chest, a soothing warmth that eases any remaining tension. Feel your stomach soften, your ribs expand gently with each breath, your heart area opening to this sense of calm. Allow this light to rise further into your shoulders, your arms, your hands, each finger relaxing, releasing, surrendering to the gentle embrace of this moment. Notice how your shoulders drop slightly, how your arms feel comfortably heavy, your hands resting with ease. Now bring your awareness to your neck and throat, allowing them to release any stiffness or constriction. Imagine this golden light moving into your jaw, softening it, letting your tongue rest naturally in your mouth. Your face begins to feel serene, your forehead smooth, your eyes soft behind closed lids, your entire head bathed in warmth and calm. With each breath, this wave of relaxation spreads deeper into your body, moving into your back, releasing tension along your spine, allowing your muscles to melt into the support beneath you. Every vertebra, every muscle, every nerve is bathed in gentle light, allowing your body to feel completely safe, completely at ease. As your body becomes heavier, more grounded, your mind begins to quiet. Thoughts may drift in and out, like clouds passing through a wide sky. Observe them without judgment, without effort, and allow them to float away as easily as clouds dissolving into sunlight. Each thought that arises can be acknowledged and released, leaving behind only the steady, calming rhythm of your breath. I imagine now a gentle stream flowing nearby, the water soft and clear. I hear its subtle trickle, each drop a whisper of peace, a reminder that life continues effortlessly when we let it. Imagine yourself lying down beside this stream, feeling the earth beneath you. The sound of the water lulling you into deeper calm. With each ripple, your body feels more at ease, your mind more serene, your heart lighter dot in this visualization. You may notice the sky above, deep and endless. Stars begin to twinkle, far away yet reassuringly present. A soft moon casts a gentle glow across the landscape, illuminating your surroundings with a light that is comforting, steady, and serene. Allow yourself to bask in this light, to feel it soaking into every cell of your body, every fiber of your being. Now bring your awareness to your breath once again, noticing how slow, deep, and natural it has become. Inhale, allowing calm to fill you. Exhale, letting go of any remaining tension. With each exhale, you drift further into the comfort of this visualization, further into a safe, restorative space where nothing can harm you, nothing can disturb you. Imagine a gentle wind brushing across your skin, carrying with it the fragrance of flowers, of earth, of water. With this wind, feel every last worry, every last bit of tension carried away. Notice the sensation of release, the profound peace settling into your body, mind, and heart. You are weightless, yet grounded. You are still, yet fully alive as you lie here in this sanctuary of your imagination. Feel your entire body enveloped in warmth and calm. Imagine this space stretching beyond the edges of your awareness, extending outward into the world, a protective bubble of serenity surrounding you. You are safe. You are supported. You are at peace. With every breath, you sink deeper. With every moment, you drift closer to a state of gentle, restorative sleep. Your mind floats, your body rests, and your spirit is free. And as I speak these words, guiding you through this visualization, I want you to know you can return to this sanctuary whenever you wish. It exists within you, always accessible, always safe, always peaceful. Let your awareness settle now, soft and effortless, into the gentle rhythm of your breath. Let your imagination and reality merge in this space of calm. Let the river, the stream, the light, the wind, the stars, all of it carry you into deep, healing rest. And know that you are entirely supported, entirely safe, entirely ready to drift into the restorative sleep your body and mind deserve tonight. As we arrive at the final moments of this journey together, I invite you to rest here with me, in this quiet, gentle space we have created. Feel the soft support beneath you, the rhythm of your own breath, the steady beat of your heart, reminding you that you are alive, you are safe, and you are exactly where you need to be. Let your body sink a little deeper, allowing every muscle, every fiber, every cell to release into this embrace of calm. I want you to take a moment to reflect softly on the journey we have shared tonight. Think of the gentle lessons, the stories, the whispers of wisdom that have floated through your awareness. Each story, each image, each guided breath was offered not as something to achieve or measure, but as a gentle companion, a reminder that peace is not distant or hidden. It exists within you, quietly, patiently, waiting for your attention. I remember when I first began to notice this inner space of calm. I had spent so long running from one worry to another, from one fear to the next, thinking that rest and serenity were something outside myself, something I had to seek in faraway places or extraordinary circumstances. And yet, in the stillness of my own presence, I discovered that peace was already there. It was waiting like a soft light hidden behind clouds, ready to shine when I simply paused, observed, and allowed it to emerge. Tonight, I invite you to pause with me in that light. Imagine it glowing softly at the center of your being, a warm, gentle flame that neither rushes nor flickers, but simply exists. With every inhale, draw its warmth into your chest, allowing it to fill your lungs, your shoulders, your arms. With every exhale, let it flow outward, filling your body with calm, releasing tension, fear, and worry with each breath. Notice how it spreads like sunlight breaking through morning mist, touching every part of your being with gentle awareness. As you rest in this moment, I want you to consider the truth that courage, compassion, mindfulness, and the act of letting go are not distant ideals. They are your natural companions. They reside within you, quietly, waiting to guide you when life becomes overwhelming. Each gentle choice you have made tonight, whether consciously or subconsciously, has been a small step toward recognizing this inner wisdom, this quiet sanctuary that exists no matter the circumstances outside. Let your awareness expand to include the soft rise and fall of your body, the subtle rhythm of your heartbeat, the slow, effortless flow of your breath. Notice how these sensations anchor you gently in the present moment, where fear cannot reach and worry dissolves naturally. You are supported by your own body, by the earth beneath you, and by the quiet stillness that exists in every moment if you choose to notice it. I want to remind you now that sleep, rest, and inner peace are not rewards. They are natural states of being that emerge. When you allow yourself to release the tension of trying, of resisting, you are not required to do anything to earn this calm. Simply rest, simply breathe, simply notice the gentle sensations of life flowing through you, softly, continuously, effortlessly. I remember a time when I would struggle with racing thoughts at night, when worries would circle endlessly, refusing to release their grip. It was only when I learned to watch them without judgment, to allow them to drift like clouds across a vast sky, that I found true freedom. Your mind, too, can rest in this same way. Thoughts may arise. They may linger briefly. Simply notice them gently and let them pass, returning again and again to the calm rhythm of your breath. In this space, I invite you to embrace the quiet wisdom of your own being. Feel the layers of tension dissolve. Feel the warmth of awareness envelop you. Feel the assurance that you are safe, loved, and complete in this very moment. Let go of all that no longer serves you, the regrets, the uncertainties. Imagine them floating away, carried gently by the soft wind of consciousness, leaving behind clarity, ease, and profound stillness as your awareness settles. I want you to imagine your entire body bathed in a soft, golden light. It begins at the crown of your head, spreading slowly downward, enveloping your face, your neck, your shoulders, your chest. It continues into your arms, your hands, your abdomen, your legs, and finally, your feet. This light carries peace, warmth, and restfulness. Allow it to soak into every part of you, calming every nerve, every muscle, every thought. You are fully supported, fully safe, fully at ease in these final moments. Reflect on the journey of the night, the letting go of fear, the gentle practice of mindfulness, the courage found through compassion, the vivid visualization of peace and safety. All of these experiences are now a part of you, woven into the fabric of your awareness. Carry them gently with you, knowing they are always accessible, always present, always a part of your own inner sanctuary. And now, as your body grows heavier, as your mind softens, as your awareness drifts toward stillness, I invite you to simply rest. You have done nothing wrong. You have accomplished everything by allowing yourself to be present. Allow sleep to come naturally, effortlessly, as the gentle tide of night carries you deeper into restoration and renewal. You are supported, you are safe, and you are loved by life itself, by the universe, and by the calm, steady presence that resides within you. Take one final, deep, conscious breath, letting it fill you completely, and exhale slowly, letting it carry away any last remnants of tension or thought. Feel the quiet embrace of stillness around you. Feel the gentle assurance that you can return to this state of peace whenever you wish. And as you drift fully into rest, know that your body, mind, spirit are replenishing, healing, and finding harmony tonight. You rest without fear, without tension, without expectation. You rest fully, deeply, peacefully. And in this resting, you awaken tomorrow renewed, calm, and gently connected to the quiet strength that resides always within you. Sleep now. Sleep well, and let peace carry you through the night, tenderly, gently, completely.